It is 6 in the morning in Nicaragua right now, and we have to head out for an adventure here. We need to go find some workers for our coffee farm. Now, in the past, I've been able to find workers around the area, but now they're getting scarce. So we're gonna drive to this different area, and I'm gonna see if I can pick up some people. Let me tell you more about the story as we get going here, but we're running late. At my farm right now, we're running behind on a bunch of work that we need to do. Now, in the past, it was typical that I would find workers around the neighborhoods of my farm and they would come over and work. But now people are choosing to go work in other areas and really not work in coffee anymore. So it's been harder and harder to find people to work at farms. So this is pushing me to the outskirts into a different city to go to try and find people. Now, the reason I'm going to this area to find people, it's interesting. So in this part of the road, that's called the Pan American Highway, there's a small community that's tucked in the mountains. They don't have electricity, they don't have cell phone, but they love to work in the agricultural field. And that's what they dedicate themselves every day for. So people drive to this area in hopes to pick up workers to bring to their farm. So this is the first time doing this and the first time driving out there. And these people will go spend 15 days. So they'll work La Quincena, what we call here in Nicaragua. And then you'll come back and drop them off, and they'll walk into their community, and then they'll come back out when they're ready to work again. So it's like a whole cycle. So if I can secure some people today, that would be awesome, because I can bring anywhere between 2 to 4 people up to the farm, and then within 15 days we can finish everything that we need to, and then we'll be fully caught up. So for right now, let's cross our fingers. We're gonna drive out of my city here for about, I think it's 20 minutes into this new city to see if we can find some people. We're pulling up to the town right now. I see some people on the outskirts, but I'm not sure if they're looking to come work. So we made it to the town, but I don't see much people out here, so I'm gonna turn around and go ask someone, see what they tell me around here. Buenos días. Me habían dicho que aquí era punto de recolección si gente quería ir a trabajar a finca.
No, fíjese que no sabemos quién pueda trabajar.
Ah, ya. Sí. ¿Ustedes están esperando el bus?
Sí, nos estamos esperando el bus.
Ah, ¿para la tabacalera o...?
No, yo trabajo en albañilería.
Ah, en albañilería.
Sí,
¿y allá?
claro.
¿A dónde se pone la gente usualmente?
Allá ahí donde está un montón de gente ahí.
Ah, pero no miro a nadie hoy, sí.
No, es que uno no ha bajado el camión todavía.
Alright, that's good. It looks like we have to wait a little bit for the bus to come out of the community so we can catch some people that are willing to work and go to farms right now. So we're gonna go ahead and park here, and we're gonna wait for these folks to come out. Well, while we're waiting, good thing I have coffee in here. I woke up late, so I just rushed out of the house. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little awkward to be asking around, especially with the camera in my hand. But I made a commitment to document this and vlog our coffee life here on this channel. So I'm bringing you guys along because I want to showcase what goes on behind a cup of coffee. But it does get pretty awkward sometimes because people see the camera and they shut down. But this guy was really cool and he decided to help us out. So I'm hoping this bus comes pretty soon, and then we find at least 2 to 4 people willing to go with us. So we're gonna go ahead and wait a little bit. It looks like the bus just picked up a set of people right now, and they're heading into town right now. So a lot of people that were waiting jumped on that bus there. The school buses, the chicken buses, what we call here in Nicaragua. There's still, oh, there goes another bus too filled with people. So there's still quite a bit of people, as you can see over here and down there, waiting for the bus to get into work and go hustle for the day. Well, it looks like this bus here is where majority of the people were gonna go. I just realized I probably look like a stalker out here with the camera. These people are going to work, I'm out here with the camera. Oh my God, it's so funny. I'm out here pointing the camera at them and they're just trying to go their daily life inside of a truck. Oh man, this is hilarious. At least the weather's good and it's not pouring rain and everyone's just hiding out. So still waiting for this truck to come out of this community here. All right, I think here comes a guy that might be suited to work for me here. A guy in the blue there, standing in the corner. He's wearing muck boots and has a machete in hand. Bueno, pregunta muchacho, ¿no han salido el camión de Cayantú allá?
No nos salir la ruta.
Ajá, no ha salido la ruta, ¿verdad? ¿Y usted no anda buscando trabajo? ¿Sí? Tengo trabajo ahí, una quincena, para una finca de café.
¿Para cuándo?
Para hoy.
Justo los dije que los hubiéramos venido listos.
Ah, no anda listo. Ah, ¿y para dónde va ahorita?
Vamos a chambear un rato aquí en Totogal.
Ah, híjole. Bueno, pues porque yo también puedo regresar mañana.
Mañana.
Ajá.
Pues los hay aquí.
Ah. Alright, that's good news. So he's willing to go tomorrow, but tomorrow's a really bad day for me because I need to do a bunch of stuff here in the city. And we have everything ready to go today. So I'm gonna wait for that route to arrive, and if it doesn't have the people I need, then I'm just gonna have to come back tomorrow. But the good thing is that he can guarantee me 3 people to come up to the farm, which is amazing. That is solid. We have a plan B if this plan A does not work today, which is great. So let's go ahead and keep on waiting. But now we know what to look for. He was dressed, ready to work. He had the muck boots, he had a machete. That means they're ready to go knock some hard work out in the field. So those are the type of people we need to be looking for. But yeah, such a good guy, see? People in Nicaragua here are amazing, man. They're willing to help, answer questions in any way, and help as best as they can. I think that's the route there, the transportation one. Yeah, so the weather's taking a turn for the worse. It's starting to rain. Been here for, let's see now, an hour now. The bus never came out of the community. No extra people have traveled outside. So I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes. If it doesn't work out, then I'm gonna have to go back into town here and try to find Santos and schedule a date with him to come and pick up the 3 people. So that means I won't be able to go to the farm today. I'm gonna have to postpone it because the farm is 2 hours away. So it's a lot of gas, and you have to mind your consumption on gas because it gets really expensive, and you have to make going to the farm worth it. So bringing people up, materials, those are the kind of things you want to be traveling for the farm for. So now we have to go try find Santos. So maybe I should have gone with him on the first option, but you never know in life. You have to take risk, and this risk about waiting for the truck to come out when more people didn't pay off. Now let's go on the hunt for Santos. So Santos told me he's gonna be near a baseball stadium working the day there. So we're gonna drive here to try to find that baseball stadium and then ask around, see if we can find him any of the locations here. But I really like this pueblo. It's really small, nice and quiet. It's actually not a lot of people, so hopefully it makes finding Santos a little bit easy. Where it is. Amigo, ¿dónde está el estadio de béisbol? Aquí a la izquierda.
A la izquierda. Sí, a 2 cuadras, ¿verdad?
Ok. Ok, está bien, gracias. All right, you gotta love people from Nicaragua, man. They're always willing to help out here. And actually, this is a really beautiful church. I've never seen this before. Look at that. A garden, though. Whoever's keeping that garden right there is doing a great job. So he said straight 2 blocks, then right. And, let's see, and then the guy where Santos is working out should be a block before the stadium. So we're gonna take a right here. Maybe he's working here. The house looks nice. Hola, Santo. We found the guy. We found him. ¿Cómo está, oh? Lo encontré, pensé que no lo iba a encontrar. Bueno, si está dispuesto mañana, entonces nos podemos ir a las 6, estoy ahí.
A las 7 estamos bajando los otros. Las 7:30 estamos bajando.
¿A dónde los encuentro entonces?
Ahorita que los encuentren los otros.
Ajá, ¿a dónde sería?
Ahí lo voy a encontrar.
All right, cool. We found Mr. Santos, and we are set. So tomorrow I have to come back early. He said 6 in the morning, and I need to drive into the communities because it looks like they walk from these communities all the way out to the outskirts, and they leave at 5 in the morning, so 2.5 hour walk it takes them. So I'm gonna try to get there early so I can pick them up so they don't need to walk as far. But frickin' A, man, I tell you, this vlog is ending up a little kind of crazy because I was not expecting for it to become a 2-day vlog. But now that means that our plan to go to the farm today is scratched. We have to go actually do some stuff in Ocotal and get to work over there. But for right now, the good news is that tomorrow we have more people secured and we're good to go on that front. So that is great news there. Since the trip to the farm didn't work out, now we have to switch over and be productive. So we're gonna take some of this equipment here that we use for the farm and go find someone that can help us fix it. This one has a problem and this one has a problem too. So I got a phone number and I got an address of someone that fixes these machines here in Nicaragua. So we're actually gonna go try to find them. So second manhunt, find someone that can fix these pieces of equipment here. I reached out to my cousin. So my cousin here, he's been farming coffee for over 2 decades and he does such a great job and he has good connections here. And I asked him where I can get this stuff repaired. So he gave me a phone number. I ended up calling the guy. The guy answered, he said, come on by. He says, I can't promise I'll have it fixed today, but you can leave it behind and we can get it fixed. So that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go try to find this guy's house. So manhunt number 2, his name is Moncho. We're gonna go try to find Moncho here and drop off this equipment and hopefully we can get it fixed because we badly need it in the farm here. Ando buscando un muchacho que se llama Moncho que repara. ¿Dónde?
De ahí, donde saca el poste.
Ajá.
Para adelantito.
¿Cómo está?
Moncho es de mi papá.
Ah,
Sí,
su
sí.
papá. Ah,
Sí.
puedo pasar.
Pase. Ven.
Hola, Moncho. Moncho, usted.
Amigo.
¿Cómo está? Hablamos por teléfono.
¿Y usted? ¿Usted fue?
Sí, sí, yo fui. ¿Cómo ha estado?
Aquí, trabajandito.
Le traigo, me recomendaron su trabajo
Ajá.
y le traigo 2 máquinas, tal vez me pueda ayudar.
No. Ajá.
Aquí, ¿ves? Pero se rompió porque le dieron tanto a tratar de encender.
Este sí Guillén es familia con el Doro Guillén. Doro Guillén.
Odoro.
¿Verdad?
Sí, sí. Ajá, sí.
Y es familia con...
Well, I'm glad we checked that one off the list. We'll see what they say when we call later today. See what kind of repairs it needs and what problems it has. But he seems like a really good guy and he knows some of my family here. So very interesting. That happens a lot in Nicaragua. Everyone knows everyone, especially if you're still in the town where your family's from. But mission accomplished. We set out to find someone to repair that. Now he's on the works with it. Let's move on. Today I have a pink cup in hand. Pink cup in hand. And we are on plan B. It is Tuesday now. Hopefully we can find Santos halfway in between the road of his community and coming out to the main road. And once we get him, the next mission is gonna be get to the farm safely. But it's a beautiful day here in Nicaragua today. The sun is shining. It wanted to rain last night. It rained a little bit, but now we're back on that sunshine. So let's go ahead and press forward. Hopefully we can find Santos out here in the woods. See Santos. Beautiful day today. Look at the clouds and the mountains. It's just nice and windy and the weather is it's just right on. So he told me just keep on driving straight and you're gonna see us walking from our community to the outskirts here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now the distance that we need to drive, I am not sure of. It might be short, it might be long, but we have to drive this distance here. These are the communities where all these people live right now. Comes a truckload full of people. I think that's the transportation here.
Ese, mi hermano.
Oye. Nos vemos. Well, we made it all the way to the end of Cayantu, which is the community where the people are supposedly, and we couldn't find Santos. So either we missed him on the way up somehow, or he didn't show up. So one of the two, or maybe he was just on that bus right now that passed us. So we're gonna head back and hopefully we find him on the way back. Well, no luck on finding workers, so we're gonna head up to the farm because we have a lot of projects going on and I need to go check on how everything is going. but that is just the reality and the hustle here. We can't succeed all the time, so now we just need to come back in the next few days or tomorrow to see if we can find workers. But for right now, let's drive up to the farm. We have a 2-hour drive, so we're gonna go ahead and put some podcasts on, and we're gonna enjoy this beautiful landscapes here while we drive up to the farm. We officially made it to the farm, and right now we're gonna go walk the farm. We need to check on all the plants to see how they're doing, and then I'm gonna show you guys why we needed people badly. But it's not harvest season yet. Harvest season is coming up in about maybe 6 months, so the plants are getting ready. But let's go ahead and walk it and I'll show you. So here we have the green coffee that's getting ready for this year's harvest. Everything's looking good. This part of the land, this plot of land here, it's actually in good condition, so it's not too dirty with the weeds. I'll show you the next plot of land, which is over there, and that's where we have the big concerning area that we need to address. And that's why we were trying to get people to come out here and help us clean the farm, because we don't want to add toxic herbicides on the ground. We want to use machetes to clean everything, so that's the reason we needed the people here. But we're gonna make our way there right now. So this part of the farm, it's where all the weeds are coming up and starting to eat the small coffee plantations. So this is what we need to attack. Hopefully by next week we can find people to come out here. This is what I'm talking about here. You see how the weed just gets on the tree there and just eating away at the coffee plant. If you don't do anything, this kind of vine here will just engulf this whole area, and then you won't be able to see anything and just completely take over. Just Mother Nature will take over. But this is what we need to come clean here. See, so this coffee is a year old, and look how nice it looks here when it's clean. The weeds are down, the coffee's thriving. Look how green. It is such a beautiful sight from over here. I'm really happy how this coffee's turning out right here. Pretty soon we're gonna have a harvest. This is only a 1.5 years old, and it's already producing some beans this upcoming year. So that's great news. We're finally gonna be able to try a cup of coffee from this variety here. You can just see how well it's thriving down here. It loves it over here.